What's up, my little Leon Scott Kennedys? My name is Tyrock1999, and I am so happy you decided to join me in my library today for a Let's Play of my favorite game of all time, Resident Evil 2. Today we're starting part 1 of the Leon A campaign. I have a lot of good things to say, some funny anecdotes, some cool stories, some interesting commentary, so I'm so excited that you're joining me. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. This intro, this intro is great. It sets the tone perfectly for the setting of this game. It's Leon's first day on the job, driving into Raccoon City in his cool Jeep. What's he gonna find?
What have we got here?
At the same time, in a abandoned Texaco gas station, some poor trucker is attacked by a zombie.
Guy's a maniac. Why'd he bite me?
That first person shot's really cool with the zombie creeping around the corner.
What a mess. What could have done this? What was that? What are these things? All right, that's far enough. Don't move.
Now this is a remarkably quick thinking action that Leon makes here. I mean, mind you, this is his first day on the job as just a regular police officer, and he delivers that headshot with very little hesitation.
What's up with that guy? That was a clean hit. I'm running out of ammo here.
That is cool, with Leon saying that he's running out of ammo. I love that.
Wait! Don't shoot!
Get down.
You know, it sets the tone for the type of game that it's going to be, you know what I mean?
Head to the police station. It'll be a lot safer.
Scrounging for ammo. You know, the survival aspects.
There. Buckle up.
Okay. What's going on? I arrived in town.
You know, Leon, he's such a heroic kind of character. Instead of just
You're a cop.
turning around and leaving the city,
Yeah. First day on the job.
decides to drive
Great, huh?
right into the heart of the disaster.
Nice to meet you.
Mine's Claire. Claire Redfield. I came to find my brother, Chris.
Sweet burnout.
Hey, could you open the glove box?
Sure. There's a gun inside.
Good old Browning high power. This game's weapon selection is spectacular.
Look out!
As much as I love this intro, the zombie flying out of the rear window
Okay.
looks a little
Go in
silly.
one piece.
That maniac's gonna ram us. Run! Claire,
Leon!
I'm okay. Head to the station. I'll meet you there.
When I played this as a kid,
Okay.
I was genuinely concerned for Claire. I'm like, oh my gosh, I hope she makes it to the police station to meet with Leon. It's just, what a great way to start a game. I mean, talk about excitement. You know, you're just thrust into this disaster right off the bat. I mean, let's see, on this first group of screens we have, I mean, that's 4 zombies, 5 zombies, and there's 2 more in the alley. 7 zombies right off the bat. And you just have your VP-70 pistol with 1 magazine worth of ammo. It's just, it is an exciting way to start off a horror game. I love it. The intro to this game is masterful. Now, our good buddy Kendo here has some silly voice acting, and I am going to mention like a little bit of flavor from real life after he says one of my favorite lines.
Freeze! Who are you? What are you doing here?
Hold your fire! I'm a human!
Sorry about that.
Sorry about that.
I thought you were one of them.
So, Kendo,
What's going on?
this is all going to make sense
Hold on.
once I explain it. I
I don't have a
read an interview that revealed that a lot of the voice actors for this game, they're from Canada. So, Kendo's sorry makes absolutely complete sense. He's a Canadian. Well, his voice actor anyway. So, if I was wanting to do an alternate costume on this playthrough, I would just run to the door and be on my merry way. Because how you get the alternate costumes is you need to make it all the way to the police station without picking up a single item. No ammo, no health. You have to make it to the police station, no items picked up, and then there'll be a special zombie that you can kill to get the key for the spare costumes. Or the extra costumes, I should say. But I'm not going to be doing this run. I'm just going to be wearing Leon's regular police uniform, so I'm going to pick up some 9mm. This seems cool. What I'm going to do too is use some of that 9mm up right off the bat, because I want Kendo's 870 shotgun. Now, oh, come on, Leon. Now I know you get another shotgun at the police station, but sometimes I just feel like doubling up. You know, I had to, what, shoot 6 times there, and I got a shotgun loaded with 4 shells. Totally worth it. Some more rounds. When I first played this as a kid, I thought it was the weirdest thing that there's just ammunition sitting in the back of this van, because I actually thought it was an ambulance because of the white and red paint scheme. But if you look at it, it's actually the Kendo Gun Shop company van, so it makes complete sense for there to be ammunition in the back of it. Oh, talk about lucky. I'm not gonna lie, that was not skill, that was luck. This little basketball court's really cool. I love the alien dunking the basketball. That's so 90s it hurts. About those lucky shots, though, one thing that I was able to perceive while I was doing that action, if you land a pistol shot on a zombie and he or she recoils back, not falls over, just recoils back from the bullet's impact, the next shot, if you hit them quick enough, will be guaranteed to make them fall over, even if it's not a kill shot. So that way, and those zombies in the alley, they're very weak to that. I guarantee it was programmed that way on purpose, so you know you can get through. And so just being able to recognize that, you make a hit on a zombie, they recoil, one more shot, they'll go down, and you can run past. I love the street section of Raccoon City. I think this is just so cool. This screen right here with all the different advertisements just gives a lot of flavor to the world. This most dangerous taste with the tiger on the front, it looks like it's a bottle of whiskey. I just think that is just really neat. Some secret bullets hidden in a trash can. Just in time, need to change my magazine. And while I'm here, I'm going to equip the knife, because if you really like the save ammo, which is not really necessary in this game gives you more than enough ammo. But if you want to save a couple rounds, this zombie right here, if you back Leon all the way up, her puke attack won't hit you. And you can knife her a couple times until she either lunges at you and falls over, or falls over from the hits. And when you drop down, you will have plenty of time to run past these guys. Piece of cake. This is another scene that I really like. This poor guy that got stabbed and pieces of metal jammed in his back. That's absolutely gruesome. Same with this camera angle with the zombies eating that body. That's really cool. You know, it's perfectly shot, framed. Back to the pistol. Oop. How about that? I was going for an ankle shot and I missed badly. That was embarrassing. Now, this next scene has a lot of zombies, and it might be the most difficult dodge in the game, in my opinion. Usually I make it through, but not always. Here's the part. Threading the needle right there. I'll take it. That was good. Now, if I'd made it all this way without picking up a single item, I will show you where that special zombie would be. Right down these steps. It's Brad Vickers from the first game. And even if I was doing the costume, I wouldn't try to kill him here because he has many, many times more health than your average zombie. You either need to be really good with the knife, get lucky with him doing a lunge, and then you let him bite your ankle, and then Leon will give him a head stomp, or come back with the shotgun you get inside the police station because you can't take it from Kendo because it's, you know, picking up an item. This music is just so good. Oh, the piano is coming up. There it is. Ah, oh, so good. The atmosphere is unmatched. First stop is to meet our buddy Marvin.
Oh, man. Who are you? Oh, you must be the new guy. Leon. Sorry, but it looks like
Marvin
your party
recognizes him, apparently.
has been canceled. What happened? About 2 months ago, there was this incident involving zombies in a mansion located in the outskirts of this city. Chris and the other STARS members discovered that Umbrella was behind everything. They risked their lives to reveal the truth, but no one believed them.
Resident Evil 1.
Not
We'll end up
long
playing that
after
on the channel, too.
All this started to happen. Hang in there. Don't worry about me. Just rescue the survivors in the other rooms. Here, take this key card. You should be able to unlock the doors in the hall with this. Now go. But just go.
So cool.
Fine, but I'm coming back for you. Just hold on.
Rescue the survivors in the other rooms. I thought that was a great line. You know, Marvin, it's obvious he's going to die, but he's worried about the other people. Alrighty, so the other doors in this main area were locked, and Marvin was kind enough to provide us with the key card. Or ID card. That is a satisfying unlocking sound. Grab this ink ribbon. Yeah, this is going to be a laid-back playthrough, so I'm not worried about getting an A rank or speed running, obviously, because I have Leon stand around while I jaw about the game. So having some spare ink ribbons in case I need to save a couple times. Fine by me. Alrighty, so I'm a little OCD about my item box. In the first slot, I always like to have the ink ribbon. And then above it, I put the knife. So, you know, I'll never be equipping the knife again. So I just put it in a spot where I know it's accounted for. So it doesn't get mixed with all the other stuff. Then I usually put health items and then weapons under the ink ribbon. I am going to dump the shotgun for the time being. Yes. Sometimes I keep it for the liquor in the next hall. But I am gonna run past it this time. This next scene is cool. Check this out. See that on the window? What could that be? The atmosphere's so good. Hear the blood trickling from the ceiling. Or is it? It's saliva, I think, in this game. Yes, I get the liquor reveal in this one and the remake mixed up. I think it's saliva that we hear. The head is missing. It seems to have been twisted off. It's brutal. Get some ammo from our fallen brother. Okay, it is blood. How about that? Should have stuck to my guns. What a creative monster. It's absolutely hideous.
Oh boy.
Skinless. Exposed brain, those teeth. Now, the liquor is blind. So, if you're really cheesy... Yeah, I'll explain in the next room. I don't want to kill the ambiance here. Okay, so, the liquor is blind, and if you notice, when Leon walks or runs in this game, you can actually hear the player. The player can actually hear, you know, his footsteps. Hear that? Well, the liquor also hears those footsteps. So if you're cheeky, you can just tap forward, and Leon will move. Claire too will move without making a single sound, and you can use that to next level strat, stealth your way around the liquors. Not necessary, but I'll demonstrate when we go back around it next time. It works, trust me. Here's the briefing room for the stars. So in here, I'm going to pick up some more hidden ammunition. Once you know the ammo spots, I mean, look at this, 112 extra cartridges already. Jeez. What do we have here? It's a fireplace. An oil painting hangs above it. The title is A Sacrifice to the Hellfire. Well, luckily, Leon has a lighter always equipped. He has this... His unique item is the lighter that will always be in his inventory until the very end of the game. Won't give away what happens. Claire, on the other hand, she always has a lockpick. And with lighting the fireplace, we get a key item. The red jewel. This scene is cool. The suit of armor in the corner. It's ominous. What do we have here? Operation Report. Operation Report, September 26th. The Raccoon Police Department was unexpectedly attacked by zombies. Many have been injured. Even more were killed. During the attack, our communications equipment was destroyed, and we no longer have contact with the outside. We have decided to carry out an operation with the intent of rescuing any possible survivors, as well as to prevent this disaster from spreading beyond Raccoon City. The details of the operation are as follows. security of armaments and ammunition, Chief Irons has voiced concern regarding the issue of terrorism due to a series of recently unresolved incidents. On the very day before the zombies' attack, he made the decision to reallocate all weapons to scattered intervals throughout the building as temporary measure to prevent their possible seizure. Unfortunately, this decision has made it extremely difficult for us to locate all ammunition caches. It has become our top priority to recover these scattered munitions. This was not a coincidence. Irons is scheming. To unlock the weapon storage. As stated earlier, it will be extremely difficult to secure all the ammunition. However, a considerable supply still remains in the underground weapon storage. Unfortunately, the person in charge of the card key used to access the weapon storage is missing, and we have been unable to locate the key. One of the breakers went down during the battle, and the electronic locks are not functioning in certain areas. It has become a top priority to restore power in the power room and secure these locks. Recorder David Ford. Operation Report, September 27th. 1 p.m. The west barricade has been broken through and another exchange ensued. We sheltered the injured in the confiscation room on the first floor temporarily. 12 more people were injured in the battle. Recorder David Ford. Additional report. 3 additional people were killed following the sudden appearance of an as yet to be unknown creature. This creature is identified by missing patches of skin and razor-like claws. However, its most distinguishing characteristic is its lance-like tongue, capable of piercing a human torso in an instant. Their numbers as well as their location remains unknown. We have tentatively named this creature the Licker, and are currently in the process of developing countermeasures to deal with this new threat. Pretty cool. The reports in the Resident Evil games, they add so much cool flavor to the world. I absolutely love it. Signs of a struggle. Boarded windows, blood. Oh, geez. I'll explain why that happened. Actually, I'm gonna fix that right now. Usually when I start this game, I go to button config. Usually it's the first thing I do. I go to button config, and I put aim to auto. And that is why. Because I just dumped 2 9mm rounds into the wall and instead of a zombie's chest. We're good to go. There's more coming, so I was being a little aggressive there, running up on him. Use auto aim to check what we got coming next. I'm sure there's a reload coming up. There it was. Well, good. Except for this guy. I love how the empty shell casings collide with the environment. Maybe I'll put on the unlimited ammo cheat later and just fiddle around and show everybody. But the empty shell cases that fly out of Leon's BP-70, it's not a predetermined arc. It'll actually, it'll collide with the walls and desks and things like that. Really, really awesome detail. Let's deposit this red jewel in here. Get some more ammunition. Oof. Oh man, wrong spot. What a noob. So if I got the costume key, I'd unlock it right there. Let's get the ammunition over here. That's more like it. This is the darkroom area in here. I'll probably pick up the film rolls as we develop those in here. So, come and play later. Pick up this ink ribbon so I can stack it in my box so my OCD doesn't go haywire. Looking good. Alright. Cool. Reload our VP-70. While I'm here, what a cool pistol. The weapon selection in this game is outstanding. Capcom did a really nice job picking some varied and unique weapons. The VP-70, it's a really obscure gun, really, until this game came out and popularized it somewhat. Let's read the description. H&K stands for Heckler and Koch VP-70, manufactured by H&K Germany. It uses 9mm parabellum rounds. The VP-70 was the first pistol ever made to have a polymer frame. Glocks are the most popular, well-known polymer pistol, but the VP-70, H&K, they did it 10 years before before Glock. They came out with that design in, guess when? 1970. Time for a simple puzzle here. Something is written on the mounting. The god of the sun and the god of the moon, their gaze upon me, is the only thing that can release Red Soul. So with these statues, I can't turn them around. I can only push them. The way they're facing, it stays. I can't rotate them in any way. So, what I have to do is push them so they're facing our jewel-holding friend in the center of the room. A little bit of an awkward segment here. I don't even really want to call it a puzzle because it's so simple. Use those leg muscles, Leon. Come on. There we have it. This hallway's plenty big, but I'm going to clear these guys out because I'll be coming through here later. See the shell cases kicking out the wall as I shoot. So, in case you didn't know... Oh, he got back up. What I was going to point out is... So he was laying on the ground. And how you can tell if a zombie's dead or not for good once you knock them over is when the blood runs out of their body while they're laying on the ground. That's how you know that they are actually deceased. Well, deceased again, I guess. That was a cringe joke. I apologize. Alrighty, time for my second Winchester. Oh, geez, Winchester Remington 870. Sorry, gun guys. The game just calls it shotgun, but I know what it is. So, in this medical pouch that's hanging on the wall, that's probably Rebecca's from Stars. I think this is Rebecca's desk. Anyway, in this medical pouch on the wall, you can get a first aid spray. I'm not actually going to take it. I'm used to skipping the first aid sprays back in the day when you have to do that. Beat the game and get A ranks in a couple games in a row, so you can get the rocket launcher and the Gatling gun and the unlimited ammo Mac 11. So I just stick to it. The game gives you plenty of healing herbs. This is Chris's desk from Resident Evil 1. You can tell because the Made in Heaven jacket is hanging on the wall. And that's a Redfield thing. Claire has Made in Heaven on the back of her jacket in this game too, which I think is cool. So our goal in here is to pick up this bad boy. Chris's diary. August 8th. I talked to the chief today, once again, but he refused to listen to me. I know for certain that Umbrella conducted T-virus research in that mansion. Anyone infected turns into a zombie. Excuse me. But the entire mansion went up in that explosion, along with any incriminating evidence. Since Umbrella employs so many people in town, no one is willing to talk about the incident. They don't want to lose their livelihood, right? It looks like I'm running out of options. August 17th. We've been receiving a lot of local reports about strange monsters appearing at random throughout the city. This must be the work of Umbrella. August 24th. With the help of Jill and Barry, I finally obtained information vital to this case. Umbrella has begun research on the new G virus, a variation of the original T virus. Haven't they done enough damage already? We talked it over and have decided to fly to the main Umbrella HQ in Europe. I won't tell my sister about this trip because doing so could put her in danger. Please forgive me, Claire. And under the diary, we get a key item, the unicorn medal.
Leon!
It's good to see you're still among the living. It looks like we're not gonna find your brother here after all. There's no reason for us to stay any longer than necessary.
This hand motion's
Let's
cracked me
split
up.
up, look for any survivors, and get out of here.
Let's split up.
Right.
One last thing. Here's a radio. Take it. That way we can keep in touch if anything happens.
Yeah, I don't know if I can get a good angle. I mean, you'll see it when I do the playthrough with Claire. But, yeah, there's the Maid in Heaven on the back of her jacket. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to get an angle. You can actually come over here and hit X on Claire again.
I can't believe what is happening to this city.
Get a little bit more dialogue. That's pretty cool. So this is the desk of Wesker. And if you get it just right, you can get a box of ammunition back here. I swear I'm not lying. There's a box of ammo back here. You can also examine his desk 50 times and you'll get a roll of film. And when you develop it, it's some like creepy stalker picture of Rebecca in a gym uniform. It's real weird. Okay. I got plenty of ammo. We can leave that box of ammunition. You're just gonna have to trust me on that one. Okay, so we have the unicorn medal. Our destination is the foyer area of the police station. Did I pick up anything else? That's fine. There's going to be an item box on the way so I can drop that red jewel off. Haha! I love that. I did that on purpose. I just think that's a great jump scare. And you're like, oh my gosh. Capcom, you're going to give me a heart attack. I hope you don't do that again. You know, surely they wouldn't do that jump scare twice in a row. What? Capcom. Let's see if I can do that goofy ice skating trick I was showing you earlier with the liquor. I made a sound. See? He's having a hard time. He eventually heard me, but it works, I'm telling you. I'm not going to do that again, I promise. I just wanted to demonstrate that it does work. Yeah, when he dropped down from the ceiling, he didn't know where I was. I accidentally stepped and made that sound, so then he kind of got a beat on me. This. I'm going to swap this for the shotgun that has 4 shells in its magazine, because I just want to expend those and then store it. An old fountain. Something is written here. To obtain the key to open your heart, I'll wait for the unicorn, the beautiful beast. Weird. Got the precinct key. So, for the longest time, fans just kind of had to settle with the fact that this is supposed to be a police station, but it has weird puzzles and some strange statue in the center. And eventually, Capcom, they made a really smart retcon and determined in the lore that this police station was originally a museum that they converted into a police station, so it makes a lot more sense that there's all these goofy puzzles and all this weirdness. Back when I first played the game, I was 9 years old, so I didn't really think about it much. But as an adult, it's like, this is kind of strange until you get the retcon, the museum retcon, which I think was a very, very good idea. Let's check this key out that the statue dropped for us. It's in the shape of a spade. Cool, spade key. And as far as the spade key goes, I use that in the liquor hallway, I believe. But let me expend the shotgun shells. You can get it just right, kind of corral the zombies. Oh, it's not going to happen. Sometimes you can get them close together and get a really meaty multiple headshot, but that's okay. Oh, maybe I still can. Come on. Hey, I'll take it. That is so satisfying. Straggler. Now that is a good use of 3 shotgun shells. Thank you, Kendo. Your sacrifice is appreciated. While I'm here, I'm going to pick up the map and the box of shells. Very easy to dodge these zombies here. This zombie down here, see his head's moving? And see his head? He's watching Leon. That zombie is still active. So be careful with him. If you touch him, he'll grab you. The key to this, or not key, the numerical code is 2236. And that was a note that I missed. I'm going to have to go back and get that and read it. That tells me the combination for that. So keep that in mind. We'll go get that. Double check the map. What's nice about the map in Resident Evil 2 is everything's color coded. So that spade key is cyan in color, and you can see in the left-hand side of the map the cyan door that's blinking. So I know exactly where to go. It is the liquor hallway. Alright. While I'm here too, just so I can avoid leaving this herb hanging, I'm gonna grab that. Oh, and feel free to make fun of me for saying herb instead of herb. Just one of those words I've always pronounced it that way. I think the Brits say herb too, so maybe that means I'm real cultured or something. Deposit the shells, deposit the shotgun. Looking good. Let's top this bad boy off. Yeah, VP70, this gun in the game and in real life, it holds 18 cartridges. That is a really nice magazine size for a pistol, especially considering it was made in 1970. So, I mean, a lot of modern day pistols don't even hold that much ammunition. I mean, speaking of polymer frame guns, the Glock 17, you know, the full-size Glock, it holds 17 rounds, so the VP70's up 1 round on it. So that's pretty cool. I mean, don't get it twisted, the VP70's not as good of a gun as a Glock, it's not as usable, but it's cool. It's a really neat design. The appearance. And some special functionality it happens to have, you'll see in a little bit. Alrighty, so went ahead and pushed that step ladder and grabbed the crank. I'm not going to use that crank for a little bit. Over here, I think there's an ink ribbon. Maybe that's in B scenario. Oh, okay. It's in the cabinet here. Alright. So that's the first door the spade key used, and the second one should be upstairs where we met with Claire. Yes. Down the hallway, next to the STARS office. Liquor's calling my bluff. Has that just been a placebo for me for all this time? I swear that works. I'm pretty sure I saw Carcinogen do that. Maybe I'm a liar. Let's deposit the crank and the ink ribbons. I don't need that right now. Yeah, when I'm not trying to beat this game quick enough to get an A rank to unlock the super weapons and stuff, I'm a neat freak with the inventory and stuff, and you know, make an unnecessary detour. Did I really need to do that right there? No. I'm about to unlock that door, which will get rid of the key. Oh, and you know what? Actually, while I'm here, the shotgun is going to be very useful for this next part. Let's use our 5er. The door opening loading screens in Resident Evil are absolutely iconic. I love them. The DS, the Nintendo DS version of Resident Evil 1 allowed you to skip the door opening scenes because there wasn't any loading to do. You know, it's since it's straight off a cartridge, there isn't a spinning disc. And I'd still, most of the time, I would still just watch the animations because they're great. They're part of the experience. Okay, all good. This seating area is kind of neat. You know, they have looks like handcuffs on the wall, so I guess they had people they booked sit there and while they're waiting for processing. Oh yeah, and there's handcuffs at the bottom too, or like maybe that'd be a leg cuff. I don't know. But that's pretty cool. This is great. So I use a spade key and I don't need it anymore, so I can go ahead and discard it. Give me that sweet, sweet inventory space. I need it. And here's what the shotgun's for. There's some zombies having a gruesome feast over here. And have something to take care of them. Oh, this is prime headshot opportunity. Yes. Love it. Oh, it's so good. Some more hidden handgun cartridges. I should do a video just making a list of all the hidden handgun cartridges in this game. I feel like that'd be useful for a newcomer. Oh, this music is great. More creepy piano. A lot of the tracks in Resident Evil 2 have prominent piano parts in them. It just... Oh, it sounds great. I love it. I'm just gonna stop talking and let you hear it. Another jump scare if you're not ready for it. So we fell through the rickety floor. And now we are behind the area with the bookcases. But opening that is not the only thing that we need to do here. There's a suspicious plate on the wall. A bronze plate with a picture on it. Okay. Odd. Make note of the spacing of these pillars with the red symbol for this bronze plate and the picture that is adorned above them. It's going to look real familiar in about 5 seconds. Hey, what do you know? Pillars with red icons, or images embossed in them, and a warrior maiden painted on the wall. Is that a Valkyrie? Maybe. This puzzle is really, really easy. It's one of the easiest to remember puzzles in Resident Evil. Just the leftmost two... That wasn't the right way to say that. The two leftmost bookshelves, you just need to move them to the right. There's the first one. Second one. All good. What do we get for our trouble? We get a bishop plug. This is a key item that is not going to come into play for a little bit. Oh, this music is so good. I just needed that one more time. Sorry, everybody. Red herb, of course, you mix that with the green one, and it makes a full heal. Check my ammo. 6 shots. Okay. So, I'm going to do some more unnecessary ammo saving. I'll explain. I have 6 rounds left in my VP-70, and I'm hoping that's all I'm going to need for this next zombie, and you will understand why. It's close. 4, 5. Not dead yet. Oh! He is dead! Got the blood pool. Oh, and our next guy. We got a zombie up. Was it worth it? You'll understand. Alrighty, so we're going to get a small key, and I'm going to go ahead and use that right now. So there's two spots where I can use this small key. One of the spots is when we first saw the liquor when it crawled across the window. That really cool scene early in the game. And the other spot is in the hallway where the that group of zombies was eating the other zombie who was on the ground, where I got that combo headshot with the shotgun. And we're gonna unlock the zombie group one. This right here. The desk is locked. Will you use the small key? Absolutely. And we get the H gun parts, the handgun parts. And this is the reason why I wanted to get down to the perfect 0, empty all the ammo out of the VP-70. We got to 1, so that's not too bad. Because what you do with these handgun parts, let's check them. They look like parts for a gun. Informative. What you do with these handgun parts is when I combine it with the VP-70, it's going to upgrade the VP-70. It's going to give it a stock, and it's also going to be able to let it shoot in 3-round bursts. You can get some really good damage out on the zombies. It's very, very fun to use. But what it also does for you, and you might not know this unless your gun is empty or at least a couple rounds are expended, is when I combine the parts with the VP-70, that 1, its ammunition, is going to turn back into 18. So I got a free 17 rounds. Not bad. HK VP-70 Burst. VP-70 with a stock holster. Capable of firing 3-round burst, 3-round auto bursts. The verbiage for that sounds weird, the stock holster. What they mean is you can actually use the stock that is attached to the VP-70. You can detach the VP-70 from the stock, and then you can put the VP-70 into the stock and clip it to your belt and actually use it like a holster. It's kind of a weird thing, but it goes back a long ways. Lots of stock equipped military focused handguns have that functionality. There was a Luger in World War I, the artillery Luger, where you could put it in its stock. The famous Red 9 Mauser, you could put it into its stock. That would be useful for the fully automatic variant of the Mauser broom handle, and so on. They made a stock for the Browning High Power, for the artillery Browning High Power also. So yeah, it's a thing. And now we have our stock equipped VP-70. Love it. And also, I want to make the distinction that when I said the Red 9, the Red 9 is a version of the Mauser, and the artillery Mauser is also a version. I'm not saying they're the same thing. They're not. You gun guys, I know you'll check me. All right. Not gonna need the shotgun for a little bit. Time to save. Secretary Diary A. April 6th. I accidentally moved one of the stone statues on the second floor when I leaned against it. When the chief found out about it, he was furious. I swear the guy nearly bit my head off, screaming at me to never touch the statue again. If it's so important, then maybe he shouldn't have put it out in the open like that. April 7th. I heard that all the art pieces from the chief's collection are rare items, literally worth hundreds of thousands of dollars. I don't know which is the bigger mystery, where he finds those tacky things, or where he's getting the money to pay for them. Probably Umbrella. May 10th. I wasn't surprised to see the chief come in today when yet another large picture frame in his hand. Sorry, guys. This time, it was a really disturbing painting depicting a nude person being hanged. I was appalled by the expression on the chief's face as he leered at that painting. Why anyone would consider something like that to be a work of art is beyond my comprehension. Yeah, the chief, jeez, oh man. The chief is a sick puppy. That gives a little bit of insight into how messed up he really is. And the painting that she was referring to, I'm pretty sure it was the one where we lit the fire. Thank you so much for joining me for part 1 of my Resident Evil 2 Leon A scenario Let's Play. If you enjoyed it, please give me a subscribe. I am also on Odyssey and BitChute if you want to check out those new media platforms. If you didn't enjoy it, let me know in the comments. Don't worry, I can take it. And I look forward to you joining me for part 2 very, very soon. Thank you. Bye.